Good policies and a good day and a Merry Christmas to you, my friend.
A good day and a Merry Christmas to you, too.
So last time you were here, you said we were going to talk about some statistics. But before we do,
okay.
I was thinking about something for next year. What if we did something like don't plug in more than 3 things to an outlet? Brought to you by Barrett Insurance Agency. Make sure to water your tree by Barrett Insurance Agency. Like little tips for Christmas that could avoid problems. I think that would be so cool. I'm seriously, I'm talking to your rep after this. That's all.
My rep?
Yeah, your rep.
I have a rep?
I'm pretty sure you have a rep. You've been here so long, you pretty much rep yourself. But
no, I have a very awesome rep, actually.
Do you really?
I do.
Is it Diane? It's not Diane.
It's not Diane.
Oh, okay.
Though Diane's pretty awesome.
Not that awesome.
And I know Diane's listening, so that's why I'm saying that, because if I said otherwise, she'd come in and kick my butt. But
but what do you think of that idea?
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
Don't let your dog, help you with Christmas ornaments.
Well, what you're bringing up is actually, it sounds like mindless, and everybody should just absolutely know this.
Wouldn't need insurance if mindless was the case.
But accidents happen. Assumptions take place. Being in a hurry does occur. I'll give you an example. That rain this weekend freaked me out. I'm like, we got snow, and this rain's coming down, going to create concrete on my roof. That's just this tremendous amount of weight from all the water that's now saturated in it. I spent a good part. Was it Sunday that was raining? I believe it was Sunday.
Right, it was.
I spent about 3 hours on Sunday roof raking my garage, my house, and even my son's little jungle gym area. So that we don't have any collapse issues.
I was up on Burke Mountain enjoying one of their dining rooms and watching the 6.
I thought you were on a Black Diamond. I'm glad to hear that you were.
No,
okay.
I wasn't skiing. I was eating. That's what I do best. It was a Black Diamond restaurant.
Oh, good. Good.
But 6 people skiing because it was just like this rain, sleet garbage. It was unbelievable. So you, of course, that would be one of the things that you could have. Make sure that
Sanding
you take
your driveway.
Take the ice and the snow off of your roof. Make sure you sand your driveway. Right.
It's one of those things, and I'll quickly say it, but it's one of those things where I hear it often. That's what I've got insurance for. Yes, it is what you have insurance for, but as a homeowner or as a property owner, it is also your responsibility to take some course of action to prevent what we would expect to be a loss.
Okay, stop right there. I have a question.
Okay.
So let's say that I didn't sand my roof or my driveway, and I had a roof collapse because of having extreme weight from snow or from ice or whatever.
Sure.
Is my insurance rate going to go up? Likely? Not likely.
It's a 50-50. It's
likely.
It's really a roll of the dice. I mean, if you've been with a company for many years, most companies are going to forgive that loss if you've had no losses in at least a 3-year period. But that's not to say that there's not a possibility that you'd fall out of a certain credit that you're getting.
Right.
So you might see a little bit of an increase.
Take care of your own stuff, and you'll save yourself money in the long run.
Exactly. And it's a good thing we're talking about this, because what I have finally is I remember to bring in.
Oh, you have a point?
No, actually, no, I don't. I never have a point.
Okay.
But for the past couple of weeks, I've been talking about umbrella policies and the importance of an umbrella policy.
Yes.
And in my world, I see an umbrella policy as the most underutilized, undersold product in the world of property.
I'll buy one now.
Insurance.
Give it to me.
You don't even have renter's insurance, pal.
Jeez.
So what is an umbrella policy, as we've discussed in the weeks past? An umbrella policy is above and beyond any what we call underlying policy. An underlying policy would be a regular homeowner or renter's policy, an auto policy, a motorcycle policy, an ATV policy, so on and so forth. There are some restrictions, but those are it. Hi, good morning. I don't know who's texting me. But an umbrella policy is going to be there for if the liability limits on those underlying policies become exhausted due to what we consider a catastrophic loss, an automobile accident, or an incident where your negligence has now created such an injury for somebody that it's pretty obvious your underlying policy or your policy that you have now, which if you don't have an umbrella as your only policy, could be exhausted in the limit. So if you have $500,000 and that limit's exhausted, and it's a $750,000 claim, where's that $250,000 coming from? It could very well come from your bank account. It could very well come from a judgment, a lien. It could come from all kinds of situations.
Yeah, not from my bank account.
So an umbrella policy is really there to protect you from those catastrophic losses. And I've got the best example ever. An insured son driving the insured's auto on a short trip to the store. The car left the roadway, struck a tree. The insured son told the police that a vehicle ran him off the road, but there were no witnesses, no evidence of impact. impact with another car. Claimant has no recollection of the accident. The claimant, a 19-year-old college student, was hospitalized for over a month with multiple fractures, internal injuries. His passenger in a wheelchair, now unable to walk with crutches and continues physical therapy. Unbelievable how much of a loss that could be. But that's a real-world situation. That's a real-world loss where somebody's negligence for liability could certainly be called to play here. And if you have a $100,000 or a $200,000 or a $300,000 or a $500,000 auto
Wouldn't
policy,
even come close.
nowhere near close. So the $1 million or $2 million or $3 or $4 or $5 or $10 million, which are the optional or the available limits in umbrella, are really there to protect you from catastrophic losses. I have examples that I could give you, but I won't for time.
Well, what's
many
the
other
average?
types.
What's the average rate there, Mike?
So you're looking.
If I want $1 million,
Yeah, you could get $1 million policy if you have just let's say you have a home and 2 cars. You're looking at about $250 to $300 a year for $1 million.
that's it.
That's it.
And you would have the peace of mind to know that pretty much no matter what occurs, you're covered.
Right.
And you're in good shape.
And let's think about this time of year: slip and fall in your driveway.
Yep.
Somebody hits their head. Think about how much injury can be sustained. A traumatic brain injury could occur. There are so many scary instances and examples that I could give that umbrella policy is really going to give you that extra level of protection. It's going to be hard-pressed for any legal team to try to get more than what your umbrella would have. So, unless your negligence is just absolutely crazy, but that would be a definite commercial exposure at that point.
You were caught hosing your driveway.
Hey, it's cold. Let's hose it. John's coming over. John's a jerk.
All right, my friend.
Hey, John didn't get me what I wanted for Christmas. So,
Oh, boy. Good Policies with Mike Barrett every Wednesday at 7:50, unless I don't unlock the back door. Then
Yeah.
he stands there knocking, and it's closer to, 5 till 8. If you
Sorry.
have any questions and you want to talk to him about your policies or anything with umbrella or how to protect and give yourself peace of mind and ease, that would be a Christmas gift worth talking about. To Santa's right-hand man, Mike Barrett, Barrett Insurance Agency. Call him up at
748-5224 on the web at thebarrettagency.com. Google+, YouTube, and Facebook is all Barrett Insurance Agency. And from all of our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.